Chainlink, big update on the monthly chart. It's the monthly close today, so we're going to focus on that. But first, let's look at some lower time frames, then we'll come back to this and talk about all the big stuff we see happening there. So let's start off on the daily chart so you know what to focus on in the more short term. So let's take a look. See, let's zoom it in here. And so you don't have to put on your recta specs, whatever the hell that is. Okay, so daily chart. We're getting out of the muck. Hopefully, right? Fingers crossed on that. What you see in the background, we have our moving averages, we have our chart prime indicators, which they can be very helpful. I'll put a link for this down below. You get 30% off if you want that. We've never done anything like that, but I use it on a daily basis. And anything I believe in, that's the only thing I'm ever going to try to promote ever, right? That's the only thing I'm looking at. So if you're interested, I'm happy to help with that. They have free trials. Check it out. So we bounced off of the order block on the daily here, looking, nice support so far. Nice discount range. This can help provide you, where it's time to maybe start thinking about buying. And it also has a premium price on that, and also shows you some order blocks that you may not be aware of. So on the daily chart, right? See the premium price. So usually not a good time to be buying, usually a good time to think about selling, and the vice versa on that. For the discount, we have an order block just above here around the $9 area, and that'll be significant when we look at the bigger time frame charts, right? So far, we're underside tag of the 100-day EMA. We've messed around with that, not a big deal. The bigger one is going to be the 200-day, right? That's where we've been trapped below since April, okay? So that'll be a huge marker. 650 is also a likely potential start to break out of our shell here at the bigger time frames. But the daily chart, we've gained some momentum off this floor here, holding support at this order block, right? This will act as support. What's the difference in the colors? That is your resistance in the orange and your support in the blue. And if we got back below this, not that you can't go below it, this will simply turn orange, right? If we get above this, that will turn back to blue. But it takes a little bit more effort to get through one side or the other. So it can be very helpful when you're trying to do said trades. Okay, so let's zoom out. Let's get to the weekly chart, right? A little bit bigger time frames here. Here's our sideways chop for all eternity for Chainlink. But maybe our head fake down. Maybe the lows are in here, right? We don't know yet. Nobody knows. We have our spots to be monitoring to the upside and the downside, right? We certainly wouldn't want to take that out again with a close. Our lowest close right there is at 515. So watch for that. Our low wick happened just before that, 492. So that's your low area to be watching, right? That's close. That's all we have. Now we're trying to work our way back up through the bands here. We're trying to get back into our sideways chop zone. We're already here, right? So the 21 week, that's an important historically on, any coin. That's at 658. Ideally, we'd love to close there, anywhere around 650. The 650 level is going to translate on the monthly as well. So burn that into your head, 650, and you don't have to wait much longer, right? It's just today. So depending on when you watch this, if it's tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, whenever you're watching this video, where the hell did the monthly close go? Chase, can you talk about the monthly chart more? Yes, we're going to get right to that. But this is important to remember as well, right? The 21 week, if we close above that, then we can start to maybe get some momentum. We would take out this high, we'd get above the 21 week, and then we want to see some follow through. It's not enough just to do a close. We got to see follow through. And Chainlink has been failing at the follow through part, right? We get up here, right, with that candle, and then we smoke back down. We get up here with that candle, and then we smoke back down. So if we get up here again, let's get up here again, right? That's what we need to be doing, right? So on the weekly, right, our breakout zone, right? Let's just paint it for you for just the past forever. We're looking at that, right? Here's your head fake down out of that zone. The only candles, right? One close, two close. That was it. Two closes outside and then instant recover. So good sign out of Chainlink so far for the past, handful of weeks or so. You don't want to spend any amount of time outside of a breakdown zone. And we didn't, right? So we got back in here. So we do not want to go back out of there. I would say the warnings kick up again if you're even back below 550. So keep that in mind. To the upside, we're looking at not only breaking out of this side, but I think we can really start to pick up momentum if we can close above $8. But our biggest headway is going to be this guy right here, right? That's our 200 week EMA in the pink. Right, and that right now is at 938. We don't have to, that's just going to be where we can really start to pick up steam. Okay, so keep your eye on that 200. We'll do updates as usual, right? We'll do at least the Chainlink update a week, if not more. So stay tuned for those. Now let's get to the big stuff. I do want to check on real quick, right? The Gaussian channel for the 5-day Gaussian channel. We need to turn this green, and we need to be on top of it. And then we have a double check mark, right? Then it would turn green. Bitcoin's already there. Altcoins, many of them not there yet. We're back in the channel. We're waiting for this to turn green. That would only be half of it, right? We'll turn green, and you might get, FOMO and try to get in. That's not historically the best time on any coin or asset, right? You want to have the doubles. The double would be price action on top and the channel green, right? We're probably still a handful of months away from that, sadly, right? Because we're not going to turn this up any higher without prices going higher, right? That's how this channel turns green, right? So anywhere above like the $9 area, right? We're out of the channel. We're above all this chop zone. Really good things will start to happen around $9. Okay, so let's get to the monthly. We do not need the Gaussian channel on the monthly. And here is, we don't even need the Bollinger Bands. That helps nobody. Okay, so let's see where we are here. What do we have in the biggest context, the monthly chart? There's a abundance of nice looking things here. Do you see any? Well, one, and the glaring one in the room, and the most bullish, I think, is our monthly candle here. We are pennies away from turning this to one of the most bullish candles in all of classical candle charting, Japanese candlesticks. That's what you're looking at here. A dragonfly doji would actually confirm where you want to look at where this opened. So at the top there, you see this open, high, low, and close, right? That's what all that is, right? That opened at 648. If it closes anywhere above 648, 649, right? We'll take 649, 650. Remember the 650 level? This would turn into a monthly dragonfly doji. I don't know how you could possibly ask for anything better. So even though prices are low and everyone's bored, if this prints, if we close in 5 hours, we have right here, here's the tick down, right? You can't see because of my stupid picture. There we go. 5 hours, 49 minutes. If we close at 650, even if we don't, this is still already bullish, but it would be like a textbook dragonfly doji on the monthly chart. If we close at 649 or even slightly higher, I'll take it, right? You don't want any kind of upper shadow to be like a really textbook, and it has to be really thin. That would be a bottom signal, a reversal on the biggest time frames that we track, right? The monthly chart. I can't tell you how big this is going to be if that happens, right? That would likely signify in concrete that the lows are in for Chainlink. Plain and simple. Okay, let's focus on another bullish, and then we'll get to some bearish stuff, right? We got to always focus on both sides of the coin, or you're doing yourself an injustice. If someone's only arguing bulls or only arguing bears, they're just trying to fit their narrative or your narrative just for clicks or whatever the hell they got going, right? So look at both sides. Okay, so another bullish thing, right? Do you remember Bitcoin way back yonder when it was in a bear market, right? A lot of coins are still in similar patterns where we fell down, and then we, made lower lows, but we also made lower highs, right? This kind of falling channel, right? If you don't remember, we can gladly go look on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, right? Just really, well, you can see it right there even. I mean, let's just keep it on the monthly for Bitcoin, right? So just a side note, right? I mean, hopefully you could see it already. I mean, right here, right? Look, the fall down, making lower lows, lower highs. I mean, does that pattern look familiar at all, right? Let's get back to link, damn it. All right, find it on the chart. And here we are, back on the monthly. This is even bigger, right? I mean, look at this. Same thing. Where would this confirm? With a close above this candle right here. That candle close, 759. So if you see a monthly close above that, above 759, it's game over, right? Where's the next target? Well, here's the bad news and the good news, right? So let's do the medicine first. Let's do the bad news. You can see that, look at the 50-month, right? This green line is the 50-month EMA. 1, 2 rejections, 3 rejections, 4 rejections, more rejections than you got in high school, right? We're looking at a possible 5th when we get up there, but depending on where we close here, right? Maybe that is not it. So if we close above the 50-month at 850, fireworks are in store. Where's our next target, Chase? Damn it. Give us the target. Well, let's put it on closing prices for the monthly. How much resistance do you see on this blue line between this breakout and the next jibber jabber, right? Whatever the hell this is called, right? It's right there, right? $15. If you need more confluence, you just look to the left, right? Here's a tag here. Here's a tag there, right there. And here's another tag right here. Here's our next zone. It's not 12. It's not 10. It's not 20. It's not 50. We're going likely very quickly to 15. Now, when I say very quickly, it's not 44 seconds. It's not 44 minutes. It's likely, a couple of months to get up here once we close above that guy right there and get above the 50-month, right? I would even paint that zone, right? Here's your zone that you're aware of, right? There's our resistance zone. Once we break that, next target is right there and not anywhere else. That's it. There's very little hesitation between here and there. So if you're not all aboard yet on Chainlink and you're wanting to pile up, you can wait for the safe level just above here. 850 to, there's like almost a 2x relatively quickly. I would say within a couple months, we're going to go from here to there once this breaks out. Now, it could take 2, 3, 6 months before we can break out. It could also take 2 weeks and we're up here, right? Depending on how this monthly candle closes. So we're looking at that. Now, the bears would argue, well, hell, you're below all your moving averages, so you're definitely bearish there, right? And you have to, of course, yes, you're underneath all your moving averages. You can't get too bullish until you close at least above the EMA 8, damn, right? So we're looking at 716 as this EMA 8 on the monthly. Likely not going to happen this month, and 5 hours probably not. Next month, July, if you see us close above it, how long has it been since Chainlink's closed above an EMA 8 on the monthly? I would argue even that one, October 2021. So is it a big deal if Chainlink closes above the EMA 8? Yes. Will everyone be complaining about Chainlink still and doesn't do anything? Yes. Will you be a little bit smarter and realize Chainlink's about to explode? Yes. Okay. All right. Have I illustrated my point enough? Once we get above the EMA 8, the fireworks can start for said Sergey. The flannel shirts may come on, right? I have the blue flannel. It doesn't come out until we see some macro bulls, right? And that's where it would start. So I think anywhere above the EMA 8 could be next month, could be next week, right? I don't know. When it happens, right? We're going to revisit this maybe next Monday and see where the hell we closed. If we closed a Dragonfly Doji on the monthly, I may kidnap Sergey. He may have no choice, right? I'll at least put on the damn shirt, okay? If nothing else. The sign, maybe I'll just put some floodlights on it. Who knows? Whatever else, I'm open to suggestions. If you got more suggestions. So if that's not some good news, I don't know what is, right? This is the biggest chart on the biggest time frame, and I'll just wrap up the rambling there. All right, let's see the crypto fear and greed index, 56. We're still in greed. This is probably going to fall a little bit today because of the panic scare this morning. It's still Bitcoin season, so 10. We're still at a 10. Calm it down. Until we get above 25, we just can't. Altcoins aren't going to move anywhere, right? They can start to, right? Chainlink's up 8% today, right? 7%, right? So let's keep our eyes on that. And let's hope for a 649 close at the end of today, right? So quote of the day: love cures people, both the ones who give it and the ones who receive it. Good quote. All right. Card of the day: Ganiwaira, 3 to 5 mil, depending on your spec. Coolest doors of all time. Maybe Koenigsegg could battle them on that a little bit. Options: how about clear carbon? You have your red paint over the exposed carbon, right? There's a hell of an option. I think it's about $250,000 to get that option. Yeah, on top of your 3 million price tag, you can add this for another 10%. All right, I'll wrap it up there. If you have any suggestions, want to see something else, let me know. I'll see you right back here on the next one. Thanks so much for watching this long if you have. If you want, anything else, find the links below. I'll see you at one of those places.